Everybody knows who Simone Biles is. I don't want to talk about what she does and all her accolades and all of her achievements. I kind of want to touch on the situation with our mum, okay, and parents parenting or lack of parenting. Now, for whatever reason, okay, and this is not me directly judging the mum's habits and stuff like that, because we all have our vices, and our vices take control of us and do different things. So maybe it was for the best that she gave Simone up for adoption to the grandparents, and it seems from what I understand is that the grandparents are the ones that raised her. But look, let's check out what she said, and then I'll break it down.
I'm over it already. I mean, I can't keep dwelling on it. Whenever she's ready, she's ready. And I'm here. I want her to be able to come to me and say, okay, let's have a sit down, because there's some things I want to know. I just have to have patience. I want to let her know that I love her. I'm very proud of her, but I'm just still waiting.
One thing I hate about parents and parenting is the fact that they did whatever they did for whatever reason that they did it. Now, for whatever reason, okay, or we know the reason, children, they're not happy, resentful, angry, frustrated at the situation. And, the parent is leaving it up to the child to reach out, like, if you're sorry, you need to humble yourself, tail behind your legs, tuck your tail behind your legs, and relentlessly, relentlessly show them love, attention. If you can't be their parent, then try to be their friend. Try to help them seek understanding on what you did and why you did it. Come to some kind of common ground, but just waiting for the child to reach out. Like, who, what? What? It's not the child's responsibility to reach out. That's your job. That's your job.
I like to sit down and talk to you and answer any questions you may have. I don't know what you've been told. I want you to hear the real deal. I was an addict. I will always be an addict. But there's just a way that you have to learn how to stay away from people, places, and things, and change the routine, and just change your life. Live your best life.
There's no living best life if my children aren't a part of my life. That's all I'm saying. And again, everybody's got habits, and probably the way that it happened, well, we can see she's doing really, really well right now in life. Simone is. So, it could be for the best. Most things happen for a reason, but like, without my children, daughter, whatever, right? I have no life as far as I'm concerned. I live for them. I live for them. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I just find it interesting when parents speak like this.
Know anything? I call my dad. Hey, Dad, what's going on with Simone? How's everybody doing here?
And for her to understand or to know, to get information on her own daughter, the mum has to call her dad. Like, that's not like, the mum has to call her dad to find out about her daughter. Like, no, she's 27. Like, how long have you been off drugs? And why are you only trying to reach out now or in the last couple of years? Like, since you've had contact, it's not like you gave them up for adoption and you don't know where they were. You don't know where the children was or where Simone was. Like, as you said, your dad, who you seem to have always had contact with, right, was looking out for her, looking after her. So why is it only now? That thing where parents didn't want to know, or you was convenient or inconvenience, right? And then when the children grow up and be successful, ooh, do you know what I mean? Like, parents are seeing their children like meal tickets, and that's not just, it's ridiculous and disgusting. If that's the case, do you know what I mean? And her always being an addict, she, a self admittedly said that she's always going to be an adult addict. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what her agenda is. You know.
So you don't have like a direct number that you can even reach out to her?
I do, but
That would kill me as a parent. For me not being able to pick up the phone and call my child, that would kill me as a parent. You know, I would have ultimately failed. That's the ultimate failure. You know, as far as I'm concerned. You know, being able to pick up the phone and call my child, children, daughter, whatever, and the fact that she actually does, and she's like, you know, I do have the number, but I don't.
I won't. I want her to reach out to me.
Why? 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 You want her to reach out to you? She's done nothing wrong. You need to reach out to her. Like, again, why is it always on the children to make the first move? Are you embarrassed? Are you ashamed? Like, what? What is it? What is it? What is it? You reach out, you tuck your tail, you reach out, you show how sorry you are, you let them know, you become an open book, and you allow them to get the information they need, and hopefully they'll find the forgiveness in their heart for you guys to move on and develop some form of relationship. And if it doesn't happen, then it is what it is. You tried, but it doesn't mean you stop trying. You continue to try. You continue to try. You know, that's your responsibility as a parent.
You know, she's 27 now. She's married. I would like to have been a part of that, but I just
Really, you would like to have been a part of her marriage and stuff like that. Like, again, I don't know the ins and outs and the complete backstory, but when did you reach out? Like, because this is a recent interview. Did you try to reach out before? Like,
I just have to wait for her.
Now, of course,
yeah, I don't know. Parents need to take accountability. The absent parents need to take accountability and responsibility for what they did or didn't do, for whatever reason they did it. Now, you know, we are all human and we go through things and stuff like that, and I don't understand or don't see why a child that never asked to be born needs to go through things and needs to suffer. When children are born, we live for them. That's it. And whatever we want to do is now put on the back burner because it takes two to tango. We tangoed. Now, whatever happens or doesn't happen, we need to put the children first. If we can work around with the children, cool. If we can't work with the children, if we can't get what we need to get done without the children, then done. It's done. We're going to have to do that later on when the children are independent. But until then, that's it. We live for the children. You know what I mean? So I don't understand why people that didn't ask to be here need to suffer. Now you gave them up, you gave her up for adoption, and you know the child was raised by the parents, by your parents. Fine, it is what it is. It's better for them. But then why is it now, after all these years, you want to come back and you feel that Simone needs to holler at you? She's done nothing wrong here. She's done nothing wrong. You need to holler at her, and you don't stop until she blocks you and deletes you, and you find another number and you come back. You know what I mean? Like, you beg for forgiveness. Are you too proud to beg your daughter for forgiveness? The one that you did wrong to, you neglected, you gave up. How does that feel to know that you've been neglected and they gave up? You must not feel great. You know, like, so yeah, she's gonna feel hurt, she's gonna ignore you, she's not gonna want to see you. But if you show a little bit of, you know, consistency and stuff like that, and you show that, you know, you really care, at least get the conversation, at least put yourself in a position where someone can shout at you and get it off their chest, and hopefully you can build or rebuild something, hopefully, you know. But yeah, that's just my take on it, man. Parents need to parent, and if not, then don't parent. And just. It's like, I really truly believe that there needs to be some kind of sexual organ confiscation, you know, or, you know, you put a cap on the ability to reproduce until you pass a test, because, you know, there's a lot of people out here that just they don't deserve to have the ability to bear children. One of the best things, creations to ever be the most perfect things in the world is children, and they don't have the right to bear children if you're going to treat and neglect and put yourself first. You know, everyone goes through something, but the parents use the love for their children as inspiration, as power, as energy for them to fight through and overcome things. You know, like we have good days, we have bad days, but man, I don't know too many situations, circumstances where I could literally give up my child. I don't know any situations or circumstances, you know. And like if it's for complete survival where I need to sacrifice myself, so my daughter needs to live on, then fine, that's different, you know, those circumstances. But yeah, no vice of mine is going to put me in a position where I need to surrender the rights for me to see my child, man. And that's that. Signing the video off here. Let me know your comments down below, your thoughts, your feelings. Let me go from there.